Weed. We all know it. Not everyone loves it. I used to love it a lot. So today I'm going to be talking about why I quit smoking weed. I've been smoking weed for over 15 years. Pretty long time. I know you're probably wondering how old I am. Don't worry about it. Important thing is I quit smoking it. Now, why, you may ask? It's pretty complicated. I'll try to make this as brief as possible. Essentially, I think I had a problem. I was smoking it all day, every day. I probably wasted a ton of money on it. I think part of the problem for me was because it was something that wasn't detrimental to me, and it wasn't really ruining my life per se, or I didn't think it was, or it didn't seem like it was. And because of that, I felt like I could keep doing it all the time. And I didn't really realize for a long time that it was just making me really complacent, and I wasn't really being the full version of myself that I wanted to be. A good example is I've been working on this album for I don't even know how long now, maybe over a year, maybe two now, and it's still not done yet, and it's ridiculous. I just think it's like slowed me down to a crawl. I don't know. A lot of people say weed's not that harmful, and it really isn't, in the sense of like if you do it sometimes, it's not a big deal. You know, if you could smoke weed like once a day or like once a week or whatever, I don't think it'll ruin your life. I don't think it'll make you like complacent with your life. I don't think it's too big of a deal. But most people don't smoke weed like that. They smoke it every day. A lot of people like 10 times a day, to the point where they don't even remember the shit they've said earlier in the day. I'm very guilty of this. I feel like while I was smoking like this, I don't remember a lot of this shit that was happening. It all feels like a haze, so to speak. I've been off weed now for about 9 days. So I actually filmed this a while ago, and it's actually been 1 month and 4 days as of editing. Sorry, a lot of stuff has happened. It's distracted me from editing this. And I gotta say, I feel pretty good. I mean, I'm still having like cravings or whatever. I don't know, this sounds pretty lame, because it's like, what? You're addicted to weed? I don't know if I'd say I'm even addicted to weed. I think it just became like, I wouldn't even say I was out of control. I just think it kind of made my life like easier, you know? And because of that, it made me want to not try as hard with some of the things I do, because I was already content with how I was. Now, this video wasn't made to like make anyone stop smoking weed or anything. I just want to give people my thoughts and maybe like a dissenting opinion, because a lot of people will say that there's nothing really wrong with smoking weed, and like I said, there really isn't if you can keep it under control. But I feel like a lot of people can't actually keep it under control. I think the root of the issue is just because of like the fact that it really doesn't seem that harmful, and because of that, a lot of people will abuse it to the point where it can become somewhat harmful in their life. You know what I mean? You're not going to be like stealing from your friend. Well, I hope not. I hope you're not going to be stealing from your friends or anything because of it. No, I've never done that, and I don't know anyone who's ever done that because of weed. Like, it's not as like dangerous as meth or anything. That should be obvious, of course. I was really raised on this like pro-weed rhetoric growing up, and I think that's part of the reason I always thought it wasn't a big deal to do it, and it isn't a big deal to do it. But I think I thought that to the point where I thought it was okay to just do it all day, every day. I was spending about like $15 to $20 every day on weed, which, you know, it's not like a huge deal, but it really adds up over time. I did the math, and that's $5,500 a year. So, you know, if you're in the same situation as me, I guess you could ask yourself, is this worth the money? You know, if I could be honest, like after doing it for that long, even after doing it for a year straight, I really wasn't even feeling anything. It was really more of a compulsion and a habit than anything else. But essentially, I just wanted to make this video because I just don't think there's too many people who like present this opinion, or if they do, they don't give a completely logical reasoning for everything. So, yeah. Now, if you want to continue smoking, that's not a problem. Like I said, it's not the biggest deal if you smoke, or even if you smoke all day, like how I was. But, I mean, I really think it's gonna, I don't even think handicap is the right word, but I think it'll, like, hold you back. It holds you back a little bit. So I'm 9 days sober now, which, you know, for most people that may not seem like a long time, but for me, that's a really long time, because, like I said, I would smoke, like, 10 times a day. So 9 days is, like... This is probably the longest I've gone without smoking in like 15 years, which is really fucking pathetic in my opinion. And it's kind of shameful to even admit that. Like, it's even shameful for me to be proud of not smoking weed for 9 days. It's really fucking pathetic to be at this age and to like have a problem with that, you know? Like I said, it wasn't really a big problem, but it was just something that was holding me back. Like, even if it was only like 30%, that 30% could be the difference that takes you to the next level. You know what I mean? I've been feeling smarter. I've been feeling more confident. My skin looks better. My singing voice is better. I could go on and on. I'm using the Sober app. I've already saved like $120 just in this amount of time. I'm getting more work done. It does feel like something is missing from my life now. And I think it's just like I'm having like a lack of dopamine, because I'm used to like getting the dopamine from smoking. Basically, my reward system is messed up. And because of that, like, after I finish doing something I like doing, I don't really get that much pleasure out of it, and I'm used to like going over and smoking essentially. And then when I don't smoke, I feel like a little bit, I don't know, it just feels like something's missing, you know? That should subside at some point though. So after a few weeks, it actually did. I would say maybe 3 weeks. But yeah, I guess I just want to make this video for anyone who might feel like me, you know, or maybe you don't feel like me, but, and maybe this is an interesting opinion to you, maybe it's not. Let me know down in the comments. I just thought I had some interesting things to say about this that I don't hear too often. I just want to put them out there in the world. I'm going to use my second channel a little more for like rant topics like this that aren't really a part of the music production spectrum that I normally talk about on my main channel. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this far. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your weed if you want to. I'll pass for now though. I mean, I don't even know if I'm quitting forever, but I think that might be the best move for me, just because I think I do kind of lack self-control with that, because I have quit before, and then I was just like, I'm just gonna smoke once in a while, and next thing I know, I was back into the old habits, you know. So I think it might just be better for me to stop forever. And yeah, that's where this video ends, guys. Bye.